Hi, I'm Brett. I work for the University of Huddersfield in the international office. Today I'm joined by some international students for another episode of Conversations with. If you guys would like to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jayson. I'm doing a doctorate in business administration, commonly referred to as BBA, and I'm from Kenya.
Hi, I'm
Hmm.
Odinaka. I'm doing a master's in pharmaceutical formulations and business strategy. I'm from Nigeria.
Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm doing a master in marketing with brand management and I'm from Indonesia.
Hi, I'm Pepper. I'm a Bachelor of Marketing and I'm from Vietnam.
Great, thank you all for joining us. Obviously, we've all met before, so it's nice to see you all again. And thank you for joining us on this warm day. I know it doesn't look very sunny, but it's very warm, as I'm sure you can all kind of testify.
So
Um,
it's definitely
Yeah.
warm.
and we
Beautiful
don't have
weather.
rain.
Yeah.
But
For
yeah,
now.
touch wood. So we're here today to just kind of talk about student life at Huddersfield. So it'd be great if we could get your insight. I guess we should probably start with what your favorite thing about Huddersfield so far is.
Okay. For me, I would say it's meeting new people
Mm.
from all over the world. You come here and you see the cultural diversity. You meet. I've actually met people from all continents, and that exposure to just understanding how different experiences relate to an individual, I just found that to be very interesting. And I'm also particularly happy that it's a very nice and quiet class, not the busy noisy aspect related to like big cities. So I love that about Huddersfield.
So far, I think that's partly what I like about the place. It's the university is centrally located, so everything is within walking distance for you, and you get to experience as much of the diversity as of the place as you can. You're going to have a very diverse people within the university, the communities outside, and if you like food, you're going to be able to taste as many different dishes from different places as possible in Huddersfield so far.
Yeah. Also, what I like in Huddersfield, like for the place, is like a small town, but really, really beautiful. Like there are so many green places, like Greenhead Park, Castle Hill, and the stuff. And also for the university, I really like the staff, the teacher, and also the student. They are really friendly, and also they are really helpful. Especially, I'm an international student, which is sometimes we're gonna like homesick or
Yeah.
something, and but because the university itself, there's a lot of event in here, so yeah, it's really help a lot.
For me, the reason why I like Huddersfield is the university will help me to find a job after I graduate. Since I'm an international student, I don't have much of resources, and the university said it will guarantee to help me find a decent job in UK.
Great, thank you. I'm glad that you've all had such a good experience so far. You've all kind of mentioned, I guess, Cindy mostly as well, how kind everyone is. I think up
Yeah.
north, people are quite known for, I guess it's called the
Mm.
Northern Charm. So I'm glad that that's been your experience. And some of you have touched on kind of the events and stuff. So I was wondering if we could talk about societies. Obviously, it's normally the societies that put events on like that. So any of you involved in any societies?
Yes, I'm joined the marketing postgraduate society, which is because the name marketing postgraduate, but it's not all the graduate student, but also from bachelor can join also. Yep, and I think I learned a lot from the marketing society because we can apply our uh, what I learned in my class to the society. Like I'm become a social media specialist in the society, and sometimes we do a workshop inviting like famous people to come to our workshop, and yeah, I'm really learned a lot, like the teamwork and the stuff. So it's really amazing for me.
Um, for me, I would actually say I'm in four. I'm in the African Caribbean Society. I'm in the East African society. I'm in Iranian society. I actually even know the president. The other just this weekend, she gave me some very nice dessert. I can't pronounce the name, but it was just fantastic. And I'm also in and out of the board game society.
Wow.
Because particularly I'm more interested in Scrabble. My grasp of two-letter words is just on another level. So I kind of enjoy that perspective of just interacting with people in society. As you meet new people, you kind of just learn and grow from new experiences with people. Yeah.
So for me, with societies, when I started school here, the Nigerian Independence Day was on in October. So the Nigerian society here is quite big, and that was my first experience with international societies here. And just like you, I've signed up for societies and for countries that I've never met it before. I have tasted a few Iranian dishes, and you'd never imagine that they were nice like that. Yeah, and I've also participated in Ukrainian society activities, and that's one of the things that those global societies can sort of do for you. They expose you to cultures that you otherwise would not have experienced. The more technical societies like the marketing society also help. I've attended some of the marketing societies online workshops. But it's really a thing where there's a lot you could be in. And I've seen like the video game society. I remember being in class one evening, and the video game society were playing games in the next room. I mean, they weren't disturbing us or anything, but I felt like I should leave my class and join them. That would have been more fun than the class I had that day. But that's the thing. There's a large variety of things you could be doing, as much as it interests you, and you find people that it interests as well. Yeah.
So I joined the Vietnamese society and the badminton society, badminton club. The our Vietnamese society, we do host a lot of events, small events, and the biggest one that I've been to is the Lunar New Year, which is a really big festival in my country. The reason why I love the event is because the Lunar New Year is a big festival in my country, and it's really good since I'm in UK and I still be able to join my traditional festival like that. And the other things I like about the badminton society, badminton club is that they have a lot of social play. I can go to the sport pool and play badminton with my friends even in the middle of the courses, and it's really helped me to relax a lot in the middle of the day.
Yeah, badminton, they kind of have like two different things, don't they? There's like the team that's like competitive, and then there's the social part. Yeah,
It is.
I've been to the social part. It's it's a lot more relaxed than having to be on a team and kind of compete.
It is. It's like I'm not good. I'm not really that good at badminton, but I still can join with the people as well.
Yeah.
And also there's a lot of like the free sport that Huddersfield Uni over, like the Zumba and the yoga, Pilates, and the stuff. So I'm a little bit surprised when I know like it is free and we can just do. Yeah, that's why like, because what I know like back in my university it's like all pay, like we need to pay something, but in here like, wow, there is a lot of free sport that we can join. That's why it's really interesting for me.
Yeah, well, thank you all. I think we've kind of covered. I guess there's always kind of something happening in term time on campus, and we've obviously spoke about the global societies, which personally I love. There's always food happening somewhere. You can always find some international food to go and taste and get for free. And then obviously we have the activity societies and the sports societies and the academic societies, which sounds like you're all very involved with at least a few. And I think it's great that you can kind of just come and go as you please and weave in and out, like you with the board game society.
Oh
Obviously,
yes.
you come in when they're playing something that you want to play.
Yeah.
think that's something that's great about the society is you join, you're a member, but you
Yeah.
don't have to be at every single meeting ever. Definitely. And with the events, I think it's you can put kind of whatever events you want on. If there's something that you celebrate in your own country, normally that might not be already on. You could get that sorted and kind of do it. I think it's great. I'm like you're on a committee. You mentioned, didn't you? And I'm on a committee as well. So I think that's another aspect we don't look at how you can build your skills while being involved in something. So I'm the events coordinator for my society, which not something you learn on your course, but it's very
we can
interesting.
learn many
Something you
things,
can learn, and you're obviously the social media person for your society, so you can apply what you've learned to your society and kind of help it grow. But yeah, I'm glad you all are involved in something and enjoy doing something.
Odi, why are we not in any sports society?
Unlike you, I
You
play,
can
I
join,
play
like,
badminton
later.
as
Play
well.
with-
I play badminton as well. I've played
Okay.
badminton a few times during school time. Usually, I think on Thursdays I've been able to play during social badminton.
Yeah, Thursdays at like lunchtime.
Yeah, Thursdays lunchtime, and then futsal. I think I played futsal on Friday and Wednesday at some point.
Give
So
me a
it's-
heads up next time.
Surely I will. Surely I will. Definitely.
Very active. I'm not really a fan of the sports societies myself. I'll go and do the activity ones. But yeah, thank you.
Sure.
I'm wondering if you could talk about, like we spoke about the university a little bit, but what's your experience been with the town? How do you find the town in general?
All right. Oh, that's an interesting question. I'm more of a foodie. I like trying out cuisines. And I've been to the thing like what Odi had actually mentioned before, that whole aspect of being able to see multiple cuisines from different places. I've had Turkish food, I've had Iranian food, Arabic food. Funny enough, I haven't eaten any African food. Okay, I think maybe I know what I'm expecting. So yeah, but that whole aspect of having so many different cuisines available to you and at an affordable price. I really love that about Huddersfield. I'm yet to try, guilty as charged, I'm yet to try a lot of British food, but I'm getting there. Yes.
I think for me that's one other thing. The town has we're trying out for that. Just like you, I don't think I've eaten at any African place since I came here. I've had German food, Turkish food as well, bit of Indian as well. So I've not actually had my home food. I can cook that, so I want to try other things. And another thing with the town for has been it's quite cheap though compared to what you hear with some of the students around the country as well. It's one of the more affordable places to school and with accommodation, with feeding and activities. Really, there's a lot of free activities that she's mentioned. So a lot of the parks that you can go to, a lot of free activities, and the town is quite affordable. Especially if you're someone that's moving for school, so you need to balance your finances a little bit more, balance between enjoyment and surviving a little bit more. So and it's not so far from the big cities as well. So even if you do like myself, I enjoy the more quiet vibe, and once in a while I would prefer to visit any of the big cities. It's everything is close around for you to just touch up on, and that's been it. One other thing to point out: it is a very hilly town, so you need to let a lot of new canvases or sneakers and a lot of walking. It's a very hilly town.
We are quite a hilly town.
Yeah.
A lot of hills.
A lot to walk
Yeah.
around. I'm from Manchester, which is quite a flat area, so still getting used to the hills.
Yeah, what I like the student environment in here, like really student friendly, and there's a lot of student discount also in here, like the restaurant, the store, like the shop, and because I'm really like nature, so I think it's my best place to be in here. There's a lot of green place that I mentioned before, like Grand Park, Bournemouth, and also because the town is not too big like the city, so it's like walkable, so I don't need to take like bus train to go to uni or something, to shopping grocery, and yeah, I think it's really nice for me.
On a another reason I love about study in Huddersfield is that I often study late in the library. So even though the how late I'm gonna stay in the university, I know that even when I walk home, I still feel safe.
Yeah.
And that's really important for not only like an international student like me, but for I think for all of the people living here will feel the same as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
it's a really safe and quiet
Yeah.
town. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah, definitely. I feel safer walking the streets of Huddersfield than
Yeah.
some of the big cities sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Obviously, good student. Everyone else has gone out eating food, and you're still studying in the library. So congratulations. Being so studious. But definitely, I think you're gonna have to give me some recommendations of the food places that you've been to because I need to branch out a bit more with my taste.
We start with Nigerian food.
Yeah, I will. If you give me a place to go
Yeah.
to, I'll have a try.
I will.
Remember to ask for mild pepper soup. Mild, extremely mild.
Okay,
Yeah, mild
I'll-
spices.
I'll write that down. But yeah, I think we've kind of touched on everything, and obviously, like we're so close to the campus,
Yeah.
to the town on campus, you can walk in and out.
Yeah.
And then obviously, you've all kind of mentioned how easy it is to get in and out of Huddersfield to the bigger cities. I like the quiet area, like you do, but I'm also a fan of concerts, which so it's easier to get into like the bigger town, the bigger cities where the concerts are, and just come straight back home and get into bed. So I'm glad that kind of that's your experience as well, and that you can explore the bigger cities. I think you were in London recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how was that?
It's good, but when I'm back to Huddersfield, it's like more healing, because like the quiet place and also like like because like London is really crowded,
Yeah.
and when we back here, it's like always my second
Calm.
home, I think, for me. Yeah.
And
I think it's sorry.
I'm sorry. It's like the, the I've been to London as well, and I kind of don't like the underground train,
It's really
and
crowded, right?
it's really crowded compared to here. Whenever I want to go to my friends' places or I want to get something grocery, all I need to is a few
Yeah.
walks, and then
Yeah.
it's and that's
And there's a lot of people who drunk and the stuff, so sometimes a little bit afraid, and also
Yeah.
like the pickpocket, the stuff.
Yeah.
But in here, I never experienced like
Yeah.
this one, and yeah, for me, it's really safe in here.
So before we do wrap up and kind of say goodbye for today, I was wondering if you have any tips for packing. I know obviously you mentioned about it being hilly and trainers. That's something we don't really think about from our side because
Yeah.
we've always lived in a hilly area, I guess. But do you have any kind of recommendations of essentials to pack that other people might overlook?
One thing I would say don't pack so much of is maybe spices,
Yeah.
because or some certain foods, because there are stores in the town that you can get whatever you can get back home. It's available here. It's a very diverse community, and you'd be surprised how much the foods you eat and you think are specific for your place are quite common, and multiple cultures use it. You just have to explore and find how to
Yeah.
combine them. So that's one thing. Then obviously the trainers and sneakers, because you're going to walk a lot. Generally in the UK, you're going to walk a lot. And maybe cold weather clothes. Don't pack those ones before
Yeah.
coming. Get them here
Yeah,
when
true.
you come, so you can know how to mix and match them. Yeah. The weather expectation will not be what you expect when you're coming. When you come, you realize how it is, and you find a way to handle it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Us who probably come from the tropical side where the weather is a bit warmer, we tend to think this favorite jacket of mine will work in such weather. But when you get here, you feel sometimes it's just like a shirt, very light, and so
Yeah.
there's no need of carrying extra stuff that you just come and probably donate it here.
Yeah.
And then for someone like me who is I do a lot of music, so my speaker and my AirPods have to those are like non-essentials. I need to have them with me all the time because even sometimes here in the university you'll find a quiet class, you'll always be
Yeah.
listening to something, or probably if you're more into podcast. And so for me, speakers, AirPods, and light packing. That's it.
I respect that. I always have my headphones on, listen to music, so yeah, I can get behind that one as
Oh,
well.
awesome.
And for me, maybe the clothes, because I bring a lot of clothes to here. And then when I came here, no one I'm using like my clothes, because like it's really different, because in back in my country, like in Asia, so it's really hot. We are only have 2 seasons, rainy and summer. So yeah, we
Yeah.
cannot use it in here because
Yeah.
it's really different. And I think in here also, like the clothes is cheaper, like you can find in the Primark or something. So I think yeah,
Yeah.
Light packet, definitely.
yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
And also the adapter, because it's different with here. So yeah,
Oh,
Right.
charger
we need to
adapter.
bring the adapter because it's different with here. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
we need to bring.
don't forget that. Oh.
Like you mentioned about adapter, like
Mm.
from my advice is don't bring much of electronics
Yeah.
over here, since uh like hair dryer or
Mm,
things like
yeah.
that.
We don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that.
No,
have
yeah,
like
you're
it's
good.
more convenient to buy it from here,
Yeah.
and don't have to like use it through another adapter.
Yeah,
It's too
that's
big
true.
inconvenience about that. That's all.
Mm.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. I didn't even think about the hairdryer. Obviously, yeah. You buy adapters, but you don't want to have like 10, 15 adapters to be able to use
Yeah,
everything at
that's
once.
true.
Everywhere in the house.
But yeah, that's great. So thank you for joining us today. You've offered definitely given me some good insight. So hopefully you've given the viewers some as well.
Yeah.
But that's all for us today. So it's bye for now. See you for another episode.
Bye.
Bye.